In this video, we will show how to set time ranges manually in Activeboards instead of using presets. Regardless of the type of time range you want to specify, absolute, relative, or snap to, it is now possible to manually introduce the time expression that corresponds to the desired time range. This manual method offers endless possibilities so you can explore your data more accurately and efficiently without the constraints of the preset time ranges. Keep watching to know more. As usual when working with Activeboards, make sure you activate the edit mode. Otherwise, any changes will be lost after leaving the Activeboard in question. First, you need to click the time range selector at the top right to open the options menu. Let's say we want to introduce an absolute date. To do that, we need to click the From and the two fields and introduce the desired date with a valid format. Observe that the background changes color as you type to indicate if the input is valid or not. Make sure you do not introduce dates in the future, or a from date that is posterior to the to date. If you do, you will get an error describing the reason, like the one shown now on the screen. Introduce the desired date with a valid format. Don't forget to click Apply. Observe how your widgets now show data for the specified dates. If you opt for a snap to or a relative time range, you have to introduce valid time expressions to indicate the moments in time you want to work with. These expressions must use the current moment, now, as a reference point, and contain a series of mathematical operations with time units to move away from it. There are 4 types of operators you can use to construct your own time expressions: replace, backward and forward, sum and subtraction, and snap to. For example, this expression introduced in the From field indicates that the current moment will be replaced by a specific date, the 29th of July 2020 at 9:30 a.m. And this expression introduced in the To field indicates a shift back in time from the current moment to the 8th month of the year. Today is the 7th of October 2020, so it corresponds to the 7th of August. As you can see, the graphs show data for the indicated time range, between the 29th of July and the 7th of August. Let's see another example. The expression introduced in the From field indicates 9 days and 18 hours prior to the current moment. Now, it's the 7th of October at noon, so it corresponds to the 27th of September at 6 p.m. And the expression introduced in the To field indicates 5 days prior to the current moment, rounded to the beginning of the day. Now, it's the 7th of October at noon, so it corresponds to the 2nd of October at midnight. Be aware that in cases such as this, the period shown may differ from the period specified. This is because graphs show only periods with data, so everything before the first data and after the last data will be omitted. As you can see, graphs should show data for the indicated time range, the 27th of September at 6 p.m. to the 2nd of October at midnight. But instead they show data between the 28th of September and the 1st of October. The restrictions that apply to the absolute dates also apply here. No time expressions that indicate moments in the future, and no time expressions that indicate moments in time in the From fields posterior to those of the To fields. In the video description, you have a link to the Devo documentation, where you can find detailed information about the different operators and more examples on time expressions. Thanks for watching this video. Visit us online to keep up to date with the latest content.